Right, hello everyone, I'm the man and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. I have a feeling we are near the end of our journey into the deep darkness that is Cthulhu. Wasn't there an actual cult of Cthulhu? Like in modern times? I could be wrong. Someone let me know. Alright then. Chapter 14. We are getting closer and closer to that sweet, sweet, juicy ending. It's probably going to be a lot longer episode because I kind of want to wrap it up in this. Wrap it up. Pigs in a blanket. And eat them. So yeah, we're going to finish up. I'm going to wrap up the pigs in a blanket. And finish in this episode. Hooray. Don't know what the fuck I just said, but alright. Game saved. It's constantly saving, that's awesome. Hope I get like a world ending, a world devastation type ending where I like awaken Cthulhu and Leviathan and they all destroy the world. Holy shit. Yeah, no shit.
This makes sense.
Go. She is waiting.
I wish I could go faster, but I can't sprint at the moment. If this is the ending, I'm gonna be kind of pissed.
Fuller, you died in front of my eyes.
Don't jump to conclusions. Is there not the tiniest spark of a scientific mind inside of that detective skull of yours?
What abject substance did you use to turn her into an empty shell?
Abject substance. The serum extracted from Leviathan's oil bestows the power of life. To me, my body is nothing but the mortal vessel of my conscience. To you, it contains more answers and secrets than your insignificant mind can grasp.
That makes sense. Oh crap. Holy shit.
That is not you. Not anymore. Not since your disappearance on the docks.
Detective. So easy to fool you. So eager to rush to the rescue of a woman in distress.
You won't make me regret having tried to save people. I did what I could. Even for Colden.
Your efforts to change your destiny, although in vain, make you worthy of the fate that is yours. The day has come. You will be asked to choose.
So what will be the ending choice, I wonder? Oh, I'm excited. This game is so awesome. I love this, man. This game is just so awesome.
You took everything from me. Wife, life, destiny. You forsook your right to a normal life. The moment you chose power over humanity. No one wants to see such an unbearable sight. You don't have the slightest idea of what you speak, of what I've been through. I have sacrificed my life to the one who sleeps. My marriage, my family, my own flesh. Why didn't Sarah choose me? Why is it your damn face on her painting?
Holy shit. That's me.
But you already know it. I can see that you will make the right choice.
I don't know. I don't know.
Your fear of the unknown and your stupid pride clouds your judgment. Quit lying to yourself and embrace your destiny. It's not cowardice that brought you those medals. None of this is real. Trust your guts.
If nothing's real, what are you?
I am a projection of your mind. What remains of that instinct that pulled you out of the trenches. Don't listen to them. They're too dangerous for your tired mind.
What? So I have to choose reality over truth? Interesting. This is definitely the ending. Damn it, I could have ended it last time. But oh well. Who knows, there might be something. There might be more to this, besides just climbing the steps and going through memories.
It's right there.
I'm almost there.
Holy shit.
Here you are at last, Truth Seeker.
She was waiting for you.
You were waiting for me.
Yes. When I finally discovered the truth, I knew you would come. All this time I was fighting it, afraid of what I might discover. But I was afraid of myself.
It's coming.
What did you learn?
Listen to me, Edward Pierce, as I will deliver the truth.
I have seen things. Strange and horrifying, but always true.
Will you trust my words?
Yes.
One man only prepared by the trials and revelations holds the power to change the world. Because I saw you in the dreams I share with my God. I recognize you for what you are, a truth seeker. One of the rare humans who is able to perceive fragments of his mind.
Yes, yes.
I feel the truth in your words.
Because it was written. Or, as I like to see it, painted on the canvas of fate.
Pierce, help me!
Perform the counter ritual. I will perform the ritual. No fucking way. No. No. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. No. No. Well, I got the ending I was hoping for, but god damn it. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You... Oh my god. You say Cthulhu at the end. Well, at least I unleashed him and awakened him. That's what I was hoping for. Holy shit. Oh my god. I was right at the end. I could have finished it last episode. You gotta be fucking kidding me. It's fucking Half-Life and Gears of War 5 all over again. We both end on cliffhangers that leave you wondering. I mean, I guess that wasn't necessarily a cliffhanger. I mean, he unleashed Cthulhu upon the world, and there wasn't much of left to do after that because he unleashed him. Can I make these go faster? No, I can't. So I guess that technically wasn't a cliffhanger because what now? You know, unleashed him. I didn't want to stop him, so there's no really left to a sequel, but that was awesome. I'm glad you got to see him at least at the very end. Holy shit, that was the money shot right there. This game was awesome, but it had moments where I wish it could have been longer and more horror. Because this game is a horror game, but it didn't have that much of scary things happening. The scary stuff happened more towards the end, not just with the horrific fucking shamble. That thing is terrifying. But, like, there was jump scares near the end, rather than it being throughout the game here and there. You know, like the dead body falling with the loud noise, you know, made me jump. Is there anything after the credits? Oh. Oh. Holy shit, the whole cult is brawling. Holy shit. They all went mad. Call of Cthulhu. God damn it. But as I was saying before, like, I wish it had more of the shamble moments. I mean, there was plenty, but it wasn't. The only time I felt uneasy and really, really horrified was when the Shambler was around. It didn't feel scary having to dodge guards in the prison or anything like that. And it was more story focused based. Now, horror games are good whenever they do focus on story, and it's not always jump scares, because jump scares are more startling than actually scary. You know, the Shambler was horrifying. That thing was horrifying whenever it was around. But I wish it had more of those moments. Now, I'm going to call back to the book, and I'm going off of memory because it's been a really long time since I've read it. But the book wasn't always about Cthulhu as the monster. It was about the cult. That's what the whole book is actually about. Spoiler alert, sorry. That's sort of what the whole book is about. Is more about the cult of Cthulhu than the actual monster that we all know as the giant creature with wings and tentacles and all that. It's more than that. And that's why it's called the Call of Cthulhu. That's why the book is called Call of Cthulhu. It's not called Cthulhu. It's called the Call of Cthulhu because Cthulhu is calling them in their dreams. Because Cthulhu is a sleeping giant underneath the ocean. Now, is Cthulhu real? Don't know until we venture deeper down into the ocean. Which I don't think I'll be around for that. But that's sort of what the whole book is about. And this relies heavily on the book. Now, the Shambler isn't... Now, obviously, these characters aren't from the book, not that from I can remember. I know the Shambler is not part of the book. The cult is. But the main character in this and all the occult members, like the main characters that we see, aren't in the book from what I can remember. I may have to reread it. But the book is very good. It is very good. Very long. But it's very worth it. And I've yet to finish his Lovecraft's biography book that I have, which is also worth it from what I've read so far. I feel like there were some elements in this game that shouldn't have been in there. The whole zombies and stuff like that and the gunfighting felt kind of unnecessary and took out of the place of horror. Now, of course, games like Cry of Fear, did that element perfectly with the guns and the horror, because it made you feel uneasy because you have to find upgrades in order to have light and a gun at the same time, and dual wielding and stuff like that. But in this, it felt like the gunplay took out of the experience. It felt really arcadey. The fact that you couldn't just aim and shoot like a normal gun. You had to wait until the fist popped up above their head and then you shot them. And then they would die in one hit. And if they got you, you would die in one hit. That is kind of what took me out of it. And the asylum part took me out of it. It felt like it forgot about the whole mythos, the whole cult thing. It felt like it forgot all about it when it hit the asylum part. And then it kind of fell apart after some of that. Then it felt like it was starting to lose what it was going for, and then it started picking back up towards the end, and that's when the scary stuff happened, was towards the end. It felt like horror games do have to have a build up to the scares, but this felt like way too long of a build up. especially towards where you first encounter the Shamble. I mean, the Shamble was part 4 of the series, but it felt like it was just way too long. You know, but I'm not saying this is a very bad game, because the story in this is phenomenal. Holy crap, this game is amazing. The graphics, the fact that my computer could actually handle this is amazing. Now, the after credits scene, obviously they all went mad and they all are attacking each other and killing each other because they unleashed Cthulhu. Now Cthulhu is taking over the world and killing everything and sinking cities into the ocean. At least that's what I'm imagining. It's been a really, really long time since anyone has touched H.P. Lovecraft's stories. Now, he's very, very, very inspiring to a lot of authors like Stephen King and all of that. That's who inspired Stephen King to write horror stories. He inspired me to write horror stories. Both of them did. But it feels like he's not getting the attention that he deserves. I get he became mainstream in more modern times than when he was actually around, which he was around longer than I thought. I thought he was back in the 1800s, but he was actually around in the 1900s, which I was surprised about reading the biography. But I think Cthulhu would make a great movie if done right. If they can get the people that make Godzilla, the 2 new Godzilla movies, I know a lot of people don't like those because they don't focus on the monster, but this would be perfect because they don't have to focus on the monster. They could bring him in at the end and make it long and bring him in towards the end and leaving people wanting more. And have it canon to the book. Have it like a sequel to the book. Like the Awakening of Cthulhu. You know, don't call it the Call of Cthulhu because that's used too much. Call it like the Awakening of Cthulhu. And have them come up, you know, and attack cities and stuff like that. You know, I think if it's done right, and I do think that the people who made the newer Godzilla movies would do a great job, especially how he would look. They would do an amazing job. But anyways, this game was amazing. I highly recommend it. I can see why it got mixed reviews. But if you're willing to go through the story, even though it does get lost a little bit, but it picks up, and when it picks up, it's worth it. The ending was worth it. Even if we just got to see Cthulhu, just a glimpse of him, it was worth it. I was afraid that they just called this Call of Cthulhu because they needed a title, which it kind of feels like that, but as you think of it, and if you read the book, you kind of understand that like I said, the whole book wasn't about him. It wasn't about the creature. It was about the cult. And that goes with the name of it and the meaning and stuff like that. And just this game, man, this game is really, really good. And I think this is one of my new favorite horror games that I played on the channel so far. I know it was short. I kind of wish it was a little bit longer, but I think it was a lot. I think it was plenty long after all the curveballs, unexpected curveballs, because this was one of the most blind playthroughs I have ever done, because I knew nothing about this game. I seen like one trailer and never saw anyone play it ever. So And I've been excited for this for quite a long time. I've been wanting to play it for quite a long time. And I'm glad I chose to get this while it was on sale and I had enough money to get it. So, I am hopefully going to try to buy some other horror games and play it after this. So be on the lookout for more stuff after this. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching this. This was awesome. This is such a cool game. This is so worth it. So worth recording. So worth having to get stuck. You know, I'm sorry if I got stuck a lot, and it was expected. I kind of figured it's going to be one of those type of games. But it was worth it in the end. You know, and I don't know what ending I got, but it was pretty damn awesome. That was a pretty damn awesome ending. Very, very awesome game. It's on Steam if you got, and on consoles. So go check it out if you want to play a good story game like this. So highly recommend it. I am the man, and thank you guys so much for watching this. This was awesome. And stay tuned for more stuff in October, because the horror stuff isn't over yet. Even though I played all the horror games in May and all of that. But anyways, I am the man, and goodbye.